Gavin Newsom is a vampire who's burning down California. My name is Marcus Russell.
Alex W, man.
This is the Marcus Russell Show.
Fraud, bro. You gonna keep this in?
Yes. Yo, Trumpito sends a serious message to Governor Gavin Newsom about his misappropriation of funds to the fire department, which eventually led to a massive fire destroying most of California.
And he's using those same exact funds to sue Trump.
This
This
is
was
a
crazy.
wild one,
This is
yo.
crazy.
Yo, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need 100,000 subscribers. Keep it going. Make sure you check out Bro's page in the description. Let's do it.
Get right to it.
China first, then over to California, as he criticizes state leaders there for mishandling the wildfires.
So, everything was dry and it was an inferno. They created an inferno. So we're demanding that they turn the valve back toward Los Angeles. Why aren't they doing it? They either have a death wish, they're stupid, or there's something else going on that we don't understand. But we want the water that they're throwing away to be used for California.
This is Democrat Gavin Newsom spends his time Trump-proofing his state, slamming the president over climate executive actions, saying, quote, if you don't believe in science, believe your own damn eyes. Fox News contributor Steve Hilton joins us now. By the way, $50 million for lawyers to get ready to sue back to make sure illegal aliens' rights are kept. Your thoughts, Steve, about about climate change, Gavin Newsom's focus in this times of crisis?
Instead of focusing on attacking President Trump, he should be asking for his help, and not in the way that a lot of people are thinking.
The crazy part about it is, bro, he's focusing on Trump proofing the state of California and getting a bunch of other states to follow along with him.
Right.
When that's not really the problem,
He
dude.
needs
You have
to
a
be-
burning state.
Needs to be fireproof in the damn state
Yeah.
instead of Trump proof in the state.
It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, give us
Crazy.
some water.
You know what? And the thing is, a lot of California congressmen, like I said, are wrapped up in a lot of things. One of them, the Oakland mayor, just FBI just raided her. Bash, the mayor of LA, she's under investigation for misappropriation of funds. She said she wasn't going to never use the state's money, and yet she took 2 trips back to Africa. And then Gavin Newsom is a vampire.
Come on, man. They got to get
Literally.
this stuff on lockdown because they have a Super Bowl coming up. They have the Soccer World Cup coming up.
That's
Like,
right.
guys, this is out of control. I don't know. I pray to God that Trump could fix it soon enough, for that stuff to go on. But you can't be burning up San Francisco and then
Repeatedly.
moving on and mess up the whole
And
rest
the
of the state.
reason, Newsom, that you're being blamed for this is because you took the money that they were supposed to be spending to have enough water, and you didn't pay the firefighters. You closed down the Santa Fe reservoir, so they didn't have no access to
Yep.
that water.
And bought more here, Gerald. That's it, man.
And maybe more vials of blood and whatever else you vampires need to stay alive and youthful.
Let's keep going, man.
Let's keep going, yo.
All the money. Yeah, that's important. But more important is the expertise in 2 specific ways. We got to rebuild Los Angeles. We've got huge events coming. We've got the Soccer World Cup, the Super Bowl, the
just said that.
Olympics.
That part.
We have a builder as president. Ask for his help. He knows how to do this. We were just talking about drill, baby, drill. We need to build, baby, build in California. Not just rebuilding Los Angeles. We need to build infrastructure. We need to build housing. He knows how to do that. The second thing is, what's holding up things getting built in California? Regulations, insane environmental regulations, labor regulations. Trump knows how to get rid of regulations. We need to do that in California.
Well, he says, I'm cutting red tape, meaning I'm going to cut some of those environmental regulations, which is driving environmentalists crazy. When Gavin Newsom and President Trump meet, we think on Friday, should President Trump say exactly what he's been saying to us, to Gavin Newsom?
He needs to sit there and say to his face, you're fired, and move on to saving California. Because that's the only thing you can't say in moments like this. That's what the community, the people that live in California want to hear. These leaders are sitting there supporting this clown to sue Trump. He's getting the money, but he's spending a lot of it on a lawsuit to go after Trump.
Exactly. Gavin Newsom's busy too. Like he just filed a motion yesterday to prevent, well, this was kind of cool, to prevent renters from having to pay rent after their houses being burned down. Of course, you don't want to have to continue to pay rent. So that makes sense, and it extended it up until next year this time. If it goes through, it probably takes 2 weeks to go through. So that was an executive order that he tried to pass. He also he's trying to pass several new protections for illegal immigrants before DEI gets in here, which is you're still not listening to your constituents. Gavin, we've
And
been over this.
yeah, it's weird because if illegal immigrants are a major problem in Chicago and they're kind of way farther from the border than
Imagine the problem on the West Coast.
telling you, they just kind of sit there, man. They know they're not going to be hurt by Gavin Newsom. This is wild. I can't wait for them to meet. Let's keep
Yeah,
going, man.
misappropriation of funds, it can get you. I mean,
Treason.
right? Exactly. It's
Treason.
a charge.
Let's keep going, man. Let's see what we got. Make sure you guys hitting that subscribe button. Check it out my channel in the description.
That part.
To it.
Space.
Yes, because he's right. He's right about pretty much every single aspect of this. He's right that it was environmental regulations that stopped the clearing of the brush that made the wildfires into a total inferno. And he's right about the water. Here's a simple way of thinking about it. The way it works in most of the people live in Southern California. The water is in Northern California, in the Sierra Mountains, Sierra Nevada, in the snowpack. So we have reservoirs and a whole system of canals. There are basically 2 canals bringing the water from the north to the south. One is owned by the state, one is owned by the federal government, built and owned by the federal government. Trump, when he was last president, said, let's bring more water down by increasing the supply down the federal canal. What Gavin Newsom did to stop the water being taken out of the delta where it comes from was to reduce the supply in the state pipeline to counteract it,
Where's
which
that
is
water go then?
insane.
Where's that water go then?
It stays in the delta, and that's the point that and Trump was saying yesterday, quite rightly, they're crazy. Why are they doing this? They really are doing it.
No, he said stupid. He said they're
Wow.
stupid for doing this.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy, but this is why literally it's Gavin Newsom's fault, is because they just had a fire 4 months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they knew that they needed the water from this reservoir. Why would you stop the water from going to the reservoir? I mean, from coming from the Santa Fe Reservoir? It's just foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man.
Makes no sense, man.
Environmental reasons, it is to protect the fish that are in the delta.
Here's what's different now. You don't have to get some Democrats to take.
Guys, we're not going to anger you. We just keep pausing it, but this is a major fact that a lot of people are missing out. They did not want to do this because they were trying to protect a fish that might go extinct. Not the people and their families and their possessions.
Right.
Fish.
They
You
were
can't talk
supposed
to fish.
they were supposed to burn off the brush around the edge of the forest, set it on fire. So therefore, if a fire would come along,
It wouldn't keep
that
going.
it wouldn't continue to spread. And instead of doing that to protect the environment with some fish, they didn't do that. The place is too dry for you to not prepare. You know what I'm saying?
This is one of those videos, man, where I really want to hear what you guys think because we want to hear what you guys think because this is something that's becoming out of control that a lot of people are letting this slide. We're telling you how we see it, so a lot of people may feel like us.
It'd be a lot of issues that I think Democrats are kind of outdated with. Like, I mean, I like the concept of going green, but like, I love beef and steak. I'm a meat eater.
Yeah,
So
you're not feeding me any bugs. Kamala Harris was trying to run on that.
You're not
He was
feeding
trying to
me
ban
no
red
bugs.
meats.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
eat steak right now.
Period. That's all we on right now. You know, praise God. Praise God that we can afford. I hope you can eat some good red meat
Yeah.
too.
Let's keep going, guys. Let's finish this video out.
Attention, or a Republican confirmed. Everybody was affected. They said when the firefighters went to the hydrants, there was no water.
Yes.
That's not a gray area. Why wasn't there water? Let's pursue this as a Democrat and Republican.
100%.
And it leads this direction. You have everyone's attention now. Would this actually push you more to run for governor?
Well, as you know, Brian, we've talked about it. I am strongly considering it because it's obvious now. We need massive change in California. Every single thing has been mismanaged. The incompetence is off the charts, and people are seeing it now. And it's driven by this ideology, this far-left ideology. That's why there's not enough water. That's why you got all these regulations. They don't want to build anything. They don't want to have the kind of energy supply. We talk about energy. We have oil and gas reserves in California that we could be using. Instead, we're importing it from countries like Saudi Arabia and Iraq. It's insane.
By 2035, the only electric vehicles will be driven there, and we'll see if anyone's going to be still living there.
Oh, the thing that I want to touch on before Marcus speaks is Trump wants to tap into these oils and this gas that we have here because we have that rich land. He wants to create more jobs doing that. And Gavin Newsom is just holding the land hostage. A lot of the other people holding the land hostage, not creating jobs.
For fish.
Yeah. Essentially fish. Oh my God, I'm trying to tell you guys, this is a time where we put Americans first. Trump's going to do just that.
I think like traditionally Democrats have like been against big business.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They want to make smaller businesses, you know what I'm saying, thrive. So you have to put regulations on bigger business. But I don't think Trump is the oligarchy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Having bigger business brings more jobs to places. You know what I'm saying? There's been several times where we built a FedEx center in some city, and that opened up thousands for jobs in those cities. Big business brings money to the system. And as far as the fire, they didn't just lose their homes. They're not insured for a lot of these homes with natural disaster. They lost generational wealth. These are grandkids, money that was expected to get. You know, I was going to own grandma's house 20 years from now, 30 years from now. There is no house. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? So it's a very sad thing. They did not just lose their livelihoods and their everything. They lost the future wealth that they was dependent on. You know, so keep that in mind when you're making negative comments about what these people's lost, because we're still all Americans here.
Exactly.
Now, should Trump bail out California? Nah, not without terms.
Yeah.
Because you have fires.
I
Y'all
agree with
wasn't
that.
ready. You need to be ready. We can't just keep giving you this money. Matter of fact, you're fired.
Fired. Let us know what you guys think about this long video. Hey, hit the subscribe button. We out.